Hello friends, today we will discuss about our regional poet, that is R.K. Narayan. As you know, R.K. Narayan was born in 1906, 10th October 1906, and he was died in 2001. As you know, his full name is Rashipuram Krishnaswamy Iyer and Narayan Swamy Iyer. R stand for Rashipuram. Rashipuram was the village of R.K. Narayan. Krishna Swamy, K stand for Krishna Swamy, that was his father name, and last Narayan Swamy, his own name. So R.K. Narayan stand for Rashipuram Krishna Swamy Narayan Swamy Iyer. So this is the full form of his name. He was born in Madras, now in Chennai, that state is Tamil Nadu. He is a fictional poet, or we can say he is a regional poet. He always write about his surroundings, his village, and a fictional town, that is Malgudis. Malgudi is a fictional town, means which nowhere exists. It's a only imagination of a R.K. Narayan. If we talk about more about R.K. Narayan's life, R.K. Narayan's wife was died in 1939. What happened actually? In 1933, he was married with a girl whose name was Rajam. He always take these characters in his own work. Whenever you read his semi-autobiography or his novels, you find a character there, Rajam. Actually, Rajam was his wife name, and he had a daughter named Hema. So it is all about his biography. He has written many novels and short stories and semi-autobiography. If we talk about what is semi-autobiography, today we will discuss only about semi-autobiographies. So semi means something that is a real. That is something real. Autobiography, semi-autobiography means something is real or something is imaginative. Means it is a mixture of something fictional or a non-fictional. That is semi-autobiographical novel. So let's talk about his work. He is the first who translated Ramayana and Mahabharata into English. R.K. Narayan was the person who translated Ramayana and Mahabharata in English. He even awarded Padam Vibhushan and Sahitya Academy Award for the guide in 1916. Actually, the guide was published in 1958, but later on award was given in 1960s. So let's talk about his work. As I told you, he is a regional novelist. Regional novelist means he always talks about his surroundings. He talks about his place where he spent his childhood. Like Thomas Hardy. Thomas Hardy is a Victorian writer who always talks about Wessex. And more, if we talk about regional novelists, there are Charles Bronte, Annie Sisters, and Charles Dickens. These are the regional novelists. They always talk about their surroundings. So let's start about his work. First work, if we talk about his first work, that was Swamy and Friends. Swamy and Friends was published in 1935, and Swamy and Friends is a semi-autobiography in which R.K. Narayan talks about his childhood. What is it? What is in this story? Actually, in this novel or semi-autobiographical novel, there is a character Swamy who is a fast bowler, or he bowls fast as a tat. The tat actually its real title was given the Swamy and the Tat. The Tat was a England bowler who plays ball very fast. Means he was a fast bowler. The Tat was an England bowler. He was a fast bowler. So original title was named after this bowler, Swamy and the Tat. It was helped to published by the Graham Greene. Graham Greene was the mentor of R.K. Narayan, who helped R.K. Narayan to publish his work Swami and Friend. Swami and Friend is his childhood semi-autobiography in which Swami and his friend like Rajam, Somu, they play a game which is a cricket. They always play a game cricket, and Swami is a fast bowler in which they show their cricket match. So this kind of story is Swami and Friends. It's talk about the R.K. Narayan childhood friends. Always there is a question raised in the net even estate that what game the Swami and Friends play. So they play cricket game. Who was the fast bowler? The Tet. So this is the story of Swami and Friends. Or more characters are there like Rajam, Somu, the monitor of the class. More characters are there, but we will discuss only some characters which are important. Now talk about the next work. Next work is the Bachelor of Arts, means BA, as we can say BA means Bachelor of Arts. It is based on a story of a fictional story. It is a college life story based on the experience of R.K. Narayan. In this story, we talk about a character name that is Chandran. Chandran is a college guy who studies in the college, but actually one day he fall in love with a girl. That girl's name is Malathi. Malathi was the girl, beautiful girl, whom started loving Chandran. Chandran fell in love with Malathi, but when they matched their horoscope, they found that they wouldn't marry to each other. So in this way they did not marry each other, and Malathi was married somewhere else. In that frustration, in that anger, Chandran left his home and wandered here and there. He even went to Calcutta, Chennai. He roamed here and there. At last he came to home and married again with another girl. So this is the story of Chandran, in which a rebellion youth means a rebellion boy who changed into a mature guy. Means Chandran in his college life he was a rebellion guy, but now he is changed into a mature guy. So this is a story of Bachelor of Arts, story of a maturity. So next, if we talk about the dark room. Dark room, as we name suggests, its reference is taken from our early days, Savitri and Ramani. There are three characters which we have to remember, like Savitri, Ramani, husband of Savitri, and he was very indifferent to Savitri. Indifferent means he is very cruel in nature. He beats her, even he abuses her. In spite of all, we can say that he did not love her, he did not give respect to Savitri. And there is another character. Actually what happens, our character is a Rukumani, or as you know, suggest the name of that character. So we were talking, guys, about Rukmani, and the name character is Savitri. Savitri is a very loving lady, housewife, but her husband Rukmani did not love her, did not give her respect what she deserves. So what happened, actually one day Rukmani was working in a financial company, and where he find a girl. That girl's name was actually I couldn't remember the name of that girl, but that girl name was Shantabai. He started loving Shantabai and they fall in love each other. In this way Savitri's life become hell. She did not rebel against this illicit relationship. It was a love affair, or it's a marital affair which was going there. So Savitri rebels against that, and one day when she thought that she could not respond, she could not stop this illicit relationship with that Shantabai, she decided to commit suicide herself, and she went to a river and drowned there. She fell into the river, and somehow she could be saved. And who saved her actually? It was a blacksmith who saved her from drowning, and he get back her to his own home. There she was lived for some time, but after some time she became nostalgic. She felt homesickness at the blacksmith house, and she again returned to Rukmani's house. But there, even after such an incident, she did not give her respect. Even her husband Rukmani did not give her respect. So it is a story of anti-feminist. It is a story of women plights, how women were oppressed in the earlier days, how the male dominating society was in Indian culture. So this is all about the dark room. Our next work is the English School Teacher. It was published in 1945 actually. The English School Teacher was a semi-autobiography in which R.K. Narayan talks about a character. That name is in the School Teacher. Here we find a character name is Krishna, who is a English school teacher. He teaches in a very well manner. He is good at teaching. He is a excellent teacher, but he finds homesickness at home. After some time, his wife and his one daughter came with him and start living with him, and in this way he become good and he felt very good. After some time, what happened? Actually, one day his wife Susila was stung by a flea and she died. In this way, once again he left, the English school teacher left alone again, and he was depressed. He was somehow became very sad, and he started thinking that somehow I could try to communicate with my wife's spirit. So in this way, one day he went to a saint, and that saint told him that if you meditate, you would start communicating with the spirit. That activity is known as paranormal activities, parapsychoanalytical communication. You can do that communication, that is communication analysis. You can do that. So in this way he start communicating with his dead wife to a spirit. He start talking to his dead wife spirit. So this is the story of the English teacher. And finally, the story is the most important, that is the Guide. Guide was published in 1958 and it was awarded with the Sahitya Academy Award in 1960. In this story, we find a 3 or 4 character. Like our first character is Raju. He is a tea vendor who works on a railway station and distribute tea. And another character is Roji, who is a dancer, and a Maracco. Maracco is an archaeologist who came to Malgudi as to do something in archaeology. So what happened when this play starts? The Raju is vending. He is working on a tea stall on the railway station when Marco and Rosie gets off from the train and they entered into the Malgudi. And on the way, Raju started or fell in love with the first sight with Rosie, and he tried to get her at any way or at any cost. After some time, actually Morocco was an archaeologist, so he was very busy in doing his work, but he did not pay any attention to his wife Rosie. So, slowly and gradually, Rosie became closer to the Raju and they start loving each other. Their illicit relationship grew there. In this way, One day Morocco find that relationship and he told Rosie that I should leave you, and in this way Morocco went to England again and Rosie left with the Raju, and Raju know that she was a good dancer, so he offered her a stage show. That stage show was a wonderful, it was a fantastic show, and she became famous and she started making money by the dancing. Somehow Raju had a lot of money, he started gambling, drinking, he included in the illegal activities. One day what happened, Morocco write a letter to Rosie that he had a jewelry with him. Those jewelry can take only after signing a letter. So that letter was came to the Raju. Raju was working as an assistant. He was keeping an eye on Rosie and he is using Rosie as a minting machine. He was a money making machine for him. She was a money making machine for Raju. So in this way one day he got a letter from Morocco that if he want his jewelry, so he should write letter to Morocco. In this way Raju writes his own letter, in his own writing a letter to Morocco and signed for fake sign of Rosie. When Morocco find the letter that it was not the handwriting of Rosie and the signed undersigned is not the sign of Rosie, it was a bogus sign, it was a forgery of sign. So in this way the Morocco filed a case against Raju and Raju was sent to jail for 2 years for the forgery case, means to imitating the sign of somebody else. In this way the Raju was sent to jail. After 2 years Raju came to a village, that village now name was Milan. He entered there, he has a long beard, he became like a saint, and there was a character who took him as a saint to the village. What happened actually at that time in the village, there was a drought, there was a, you can say in Hindi, akal. There was not any type of rain for a long time, so people wanted to the Sant, wanted to Raju to keep a fast for them, and finally Raju agreed to keep fast for the rain, and it keeps the fast for 12 days. At the 10th or 11th days Raju fell from on the ground, or in this way the rain started and he was Raju fell on the ground. After this play stopped, we did not come to know that whether Raju was alive or not, whether rain happened or not, what happened to the Rosie. These references are not taken in this novel. So this is the story of the guide. And last and final 2 works are most important. Financial Expert. This work is written by R.K. Narayan brothers and told to, this work is written by R.K. Narayan brother, and in this work there is a character Margaya, who is a financial expert who gives advice to the people how to spend money, how to earn money. So this is about a Margaya character who gives advice to other. And last work is the main eater of Malgudi days. Last work of our R.K. Narayan is the main eater of Malgudi days. So who is a main eater of Malgudi days is Vasu. There are 2 myths in. First myth is Bhasmasur myth. What happened actually in Bhasmasur myth? Bhasmasur was stand for evil, who was a monster and who took a boon from Shiva that whomsoever he keeps hand, he will be burnt. He will be burnt or he will be changed into ashes. So after giving boon Shiva, he told that now you can, wherever you put your hands, that things will be changed into ashes. So after giving boon to Bhasmasur told Shiva that first of all I will keep hand on you. So Shiva fled away from there, run away from there to save his life, and he went to God Vishnu that I had made a mistake. I have given a boon to a monster who can change a person by keeping his hand into a ashes. So he want to keep hand on me. He want to testify his boon on me. So in this way Vishnu told a trick. He became a lady, and a beautiful lady, and he went to Bhasmasur's castles. He started there dancing and serve wines to the Bhasmasur, and she danced in the act that however she could manage to keep a hand on his head. And Bhasmasur was in a alcoholic. He took alcohol and he became mad after taking alcohol, and he started imitating the dancer step. And finally, when the lady, or we can say Vishnu God, keep hand on his head, and same thing did the Bhasmasur. As the Bhasmasur kept hand on his head, he changed into ashes. So this is the story of Bhasmasur myth. Now second story is the main eater of Malgudi, that is Nataraj and Vasu. Nataraj is a printer who lives under the roof of the home, and Vasu is a taxidermist. Taxidermatist is a person who kills animals and take their skin out and make their gloves, shoes. And she was a dermatist, means who takes out skin of the dead animals. So this dermatist takes a room on rent. And as you know, Vasu is a dermatist. He was a long man, he was a healthy guy, muscled man. So he started living there. He did not give rent to the Nataraj. Nataraj always asked about his rent or money which is paid for the rent, but he did not give. He showed bulliness of his body or his strongness. So in this way Vasu was very famous. What happened actually, one day people of Malgudi were doing a proclamation. They were doing a jalus, means proclamation there, and the head of the proclamation was an elephant, the Kumar elephant. Name of the elephant was Kumar. So when Vasu came to know that there was a proclamation which will go before his house, in front of his house, he said to Nataraj that I would shoot that Kumar, means shoot that elephant and take out the skin of elephant. So Nataraj was very disappointed. But what happened? The proclamation took place on that day, and nothing happened. Vasu was suspected. Vasu was surprised that what happened, why the Vasu. Actually Nataraj was surprised. What happened? Why did not Vasu shoot the elephant? And when he entered in the house of Vasu to see what was the Vasu doing, he was falling on the ground. Actually he was dead. What happened with the Vasu? Actually Vasu was living there, and he is holding many animal skins. So because of that foul smell, mosquitoes grew there, and one mosquito was on his head, and when he hit that mosquito for killing purpose, he fall down on the ground and he was died on the spot. So these type of myths are used, guys, in this the main eater of Malgudis. So this is all about R.K. Narayan's biography, novelist, and his fictional town Malgudi days. So I think, friends, it's enough for the day.